49ers just wrapped up day 7 of training camp. And let's start with Brock Purdy. He was really good. His first 2 days of padded practices, he was trying to do too much. It wasn't just that he was like trying to see what he could get away with. He was making bad decisions and throwing interceptions because of it. Today, no bad decisions, no interceptions. It was high-level Brock Purdy play for the first time, really, since the pads went on. And it's good to see that maybe the adrenaline came down a little bit. He's trying to show the crowd and the media that he's worth $65 million a year and just show them that he's still Brock Purdy, still a hell of a quarterback. That's what I expect to see from him every day because he has it in him. He's that good. But the real story today was Brandon Aiyuk. Shows up to practice. He wasn't here yesterday. He's wearing an all-black sort of tracksuit, and it has no 49ers logos on it. No 49ers gear on. He's there to watch practice. He gives Kyle Shanahan a hug before practice. He gives John Lynch a hug before practice. Like, kind of feels cathartic. What is happening? It feels like something's about to happen. You tell me what that is. By the end of the week, is he going to have an extension or is he going to be on another team? I think it's going to be one of the two. This is dragging on too long. If he's going to get traded, it needs to happen now so he can learn the other team's playbook and get on the field. If he's going to play for the Niners, it needs to happen now. He needs to get in football shape so he can help them because that's the whole reason why they kept him. Because they felt it'd be better with him than without him. So something needs to happen now. He was here. He embraced the 2 most important people on the team. How do you interpret that? My guess, getting traded. My guess is usually wrong. Love to know your guess. And then what else? I'll get into it in the good and not so good from practice, but Cam Latu, trying to speak his success into existence. I was watching one-on-ones today, and he lost all his reps and dropped a pass, and then during 11-on-11s, he got obliterated on a 50-50 ball by, who was it? George Odom? No, it was a safety. Taylor Hawkins knocked him off his feet. I don't know. He's never going to be a guy who you can rely on to get open on his own. And even if he's wide open, he might drop the ball. But, God, he's one of the bigger players in the team, and I think it's going to be tough to tackle him. And on one of his final plays of practice, he came in motion and absolutely blocked crap out of Alex Barrett, and those two almost fought at the end of the play because I think Alex Barrett's ego, pride, was hurt a little bit. But rooting for Cam Latu, he just needs to freaking catch the ball. Here's who stood out on day 7 of 49ers training camp. Keep in mind, Brandon Aiyuk watched from the sideline while wearing no 49ers gear. The good. Quarterback Brock Purdy. He played extremely well after throwing 7 picks in the past 2 practices. On those days, Purdy made uncharacteristically bad decisions and tried to do too much as if he were trying to prove to everyone that he's worth $65 million per season. Today, he made terrific decisions and took what the defense gave him, which is all that's required of him in this offense and on this team. Good to see Purdy stay within himself. Wide receiver Ronnie Bell. He was the most productive wide receiver on the field today. Granted, Juwan Jennings had the day off and Brandon Aiyuk was watching from the sideline, but Deebo Samuel played and Bell caught more passes than him. On one play, Bell beat Trevarius Ward, which no one ever does in training camp. And a few minutes later, Bell beat Ambry Thomas in the red zone for a touchdown. Bell finished practice with 4 catches. He's an extremely talented receiver who just needs to assert himself and become more consistent. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall. He caught 3 short passes during team drills. First, he beat Isaac Yadam for a 5-yard catch. Next, he beat D. Winters for another 5-yard catch. Finally, he beat Jair Brown for a touchdown catch in the red zone. Pearsall also got targeted when he was facing Trevarius Ward and Diamador Lenore and caught neither pass, so he still has much to prove. Tight end Mason Pline. He beat rookie safety Malik Mustafa with an in-route during one-on-one drills. Pline isn't fast. He runs a 4.8, but he runs his routes with deception and finesse, and he seems capable of beating man-to-man coverage, unlike Cam Latu. More on him in a minute. Running back Cody Schrader. He beat rookie linebacker Tatum Bethune with a wheel route to catch a deep touchdown pass during one-on-ones. Schrader makes a big play every day. He's going to have a monster preseason and make the 53-man roster. I'm calling it now. Linebacker Jalen Graham. He smashed into tight end Jake Tongas for no gain after he caught the ball in the flat. This was the biggest hit of practice. Graham is in outstanding shape. Linebacker D. Winters. He stopped Jordan Mason for a 5-yard loss on a toss to his side. Strong safety George Odom. He broke up a pass from Brock Purdy that was intended for Ricky Pearsall near the sideline. Odom covered a ton of ground on the play and broke up the pass with his fingertips. He's having a terrific camp. The third down pressure packages. They're actually creative and sophisticated for the first time in years. Today, I frequently saw Leonard Floyd and Yatir Gross-Matos drop into zone coverage, while Fred Warner, Devondre Campbell, George Odom, and Diamador Lenore took turns blitzing. This is Brandon Staley's impact on the defense. The not so good. Right guard Dominic Puni. He got absolutely chewed out by offensive line coach Chris Forster during a run blocking drill. Puni apparently didn't execute his run block properly, and Forster just lost it for about 45 seconds. Puni looks like an effective pass blocker who can anchor and hold his ground against bull rushes, but he's clearly a work in progress in the 49ers zone blocking system. Tight end Cam Latu. He lost all of his reps during one-on-one drills and also dropped a pass. Then he got trucked by George Odom while trying to catch a pass up the seam in 11-on-11s. Latu is a big man who will be difficult to tackle, but he simply cannot beat man-to-man coverage. And even if he's schemed wide open, he's a drop waiting to happen. But he looks like a serious blocker. Near the end of practice, he blasted defensive end Alex Barrett so hard, Barrett almost fought him. Wide receiver Tariq Owens. He dropped a pass over the middle and never got another target. Owens has been a bright spot of camp through the first few days, but he won't make the team if he drops more gimmies. Running to the left. Jalen Moore did a good job in one-on-one pass blocking drills, but he couldn't run block to save his life today. Every run that went his direction got stuffed. It doesn't matter who the running back is, the 49ers won't be able to move the ball effectively on the ground until Trent Williams returns. Defending scrambles. The 49ers have updated and improved their third down pressure packages, but they still haven't figured out how to stop a simple scramble on third and long. Today, both Brock Purdy and Joshua Dobbs jogged through wide open grass for huge gains on third down. It's amazing that no matter who the defensive coordinator is, the 49ers cannot stop this particular play.